Jon Rahm is currently operating on a different level, having the best amateur career in history, 20 professional wins, and over a year as the #1 golfer in the world. All under 7 years of going pro is as impressive as it gets. But there's more to Jon Rahm. Let's get personal. Jon Rahm is on top of the world on and off the course. Yeah, you know golfers are wealthy, but Jon Rahm is operating on another level. He might only have turned pro in 2016, but Rahm has already earned more than many PGA Tour golfers earn in their entire careers. You're probably wondering why we lead with this info. Well, that's the only way you can fathom Rahm flying in any private jet he chooses and living the good life in Arizona. That's right, when Rahm isn't on the golf course, he's flexing and living his best life at his luxury 4-bedroom and 3-bathroom home in Arizona. This mansion is everything you can hope for in a house, and more. With very modern interior decorations and over 3,000 square feet of space, it has a kitchen with state-of-the-art furnishings, a comfy home office, a wine cellar, a game room, and a very spacious master bedroom. And there's more. On the outside, you can just sit and enjoy the gorgeous views of Arizona City from Rahm's crib. But if that doesn't do the trick for you, then check out this private golf course with a pool and a hot tub right next to it. We told you, luxury at its best. It was no surprise that when Rahm put this mansion up for sale in 2021, it was valued at about $1.65 million. This is just the start though. Jon Rahm's life, both on and off the course, has him traveling a lot. So the 2023 Masters champion makes sure he travels in style. When it comes to cars, Rahm is more about quality than quantity, so he has just 2 cars. But trust us, these rides are as sleek as it gets. The first is his Mercedes-Benz 2019 G63, which is worth about $150,000. This beast of a vehicle has a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 that makes 577 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, and goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4 seconds. But when he's not driving this car, he uses the more expensive and probably more exquisite white Mercedes SLS AMG, which is estimated to be worth around $200,000. With the engines these vehicles run on, if Rahm is ever late to catch a flight, he has the rides to get him there as fast as possible. Okay, that's probably never gonna happen. And that's because you can't be late for a flight when you're flying private with any jet of your choice now, can you? Yeah, that's Jon Rahm's lifestyle for you. Dude has access to any VistaJet aircraft available once he needs to travel, with as little as 24 hours notice. That right there is what we call traveling in style. And Rahm makes sure to take advantage of this luxury from the renowned Global 7500, which is the world's fastest and biggest private jet with a range of 7,500 nautical miles and 5-star luxury, to VistaJet's Challenger 350 and Global 6000 aircraft. Rahm has flown private in everything. We mean, who wouldn't? After all, he gets access to all these planes because he is signed on an endorsement deal as a member of the VistaJet service. Same for why he drives the Mercedes car. He also has an endorsement deal with the brand. But these aren't even half of the endorsement deals Jon Rahm has. He's got his endorsement portfolio stacked with multi-million-dollar contracts with the biggest brands and companies from around the world. These companies include software company Blue Yonder, apparel brand TravisMathew, Rolex, and the Silver Leaf Club. Altogether, Rahm makes about $6 million annually from all these endorsement deals. And guess what? That isn't even a quarter of all the money Jon Rahm makes. Remember we mentioned he's earned more than most PGA Tour golfers earn across their entire careers? Well, here are the exact numbers on that. Over the 7 years of Jon Rahm's professional career as a PGA Tour golfer, he has made a mouth-watering $48,312,583 in earnings on the course. This massive sum places him as the 12th on the all-time money list. But you know what they say, Rome wasn't built in one day. It's Rahm's money wasn't built in 1 year. He started off with his lowest annual earnings in his rookie year in 2016, when he earned a total of $1,004,035. If we're being real, that's a lot to earn in your first year as a professional. But for Rahm, it only got better and better. The following year, 2017, He brought in $6,123,248 from official tournament earnings and $107,500 from unofficial tournaments, up to $6,230,748. The following year, he made $3,992,678 and then $6,672,610 in the next. The year 2020 was even better for him, as he bagged a total of $9,359,819 after making $5,959,819 on the PGA Tour, $400,000 in unofficial tournaments, and $3 million as a tour championship bonus. But 2021 is the year Rahm went out and broke the bank, finishing the year as the PGA's leading money winner with $7,705,933 on just the PGA Tour. He added an extra $9 million from other tournament earnings to bring his total for the year to $16,705,933. That's a whole lot of millions, but Rahm isn't stopping. He's made a total of $26 million since topping 2021's PGA money list, $12 million in 2022, and $14 million in 2023 so far on all tours, including the European Tour. Rahm has made a total career earnings of almost $70 million. Summing up endorsement earnings and on-course earnings, Jon Rahm's estimated net worth is about $23 million. And just so you know, he's only 28 years old and at the prime of his career. So these numbers will keep increasing. For now though, how does Jon Rahm spend his fortune other than luxury houses and cars? One important way he spends his income is by helping those in need and the less privileged. Rahm has repeatedly supported and funded charity organizations over the years. He supports and is actually a board member on the Seve Ballesteros Foundation, aimed at introducing the game of golf and its values to the younger generations. He's also made numerous donations to the Kistner Foundation, a foundation focused on helping children with their physical and mental health. But that's not all. Jon Rahm takes part in a number of charity golf events and, in 2018, donated $21,000 to the Mexican Red Cross to help victims of natural disasters. What a man! Besides being a kind dude, Jon Rahm is also a family man. And that's probably how he spends most of his time off the course. He has a stunning wife, Kelly Cahill, during their college days at Arizona State. Kelly Cahill was a top tennis player coming out of high school and was ranked as a 2-star recruit after playing at a high school in Scottsdale, Arizona. After that, she attended Arizona State for her college education, where she was on the track and field team as a javelin thrower, while Rahm was on the university's golf team. They began dating in college and lived together for 2 years after college, married in December 2019 at a lovely ceremony in Bilbao, Spain, near Rahm's hometown of Barica. A year later, the couple announced they were expecting their first child, who was born just a week before the 2021 Masters in April. The child is a boy named Kepa, and a year later, in August 2022, the family welcomed Rahm's second child, another boy named Eniko Cahill Rahm. The whole family has been pictured at Rahm's games many times. And speaking of family, Jon is still in very close contact with his parents, Adora Rahm and Angela Rahm. His parents had him in November 1994 in Barica, Basque Country, Spain, as the second of 2 boys. His older brother is Erez Rahm. Back then, his dad worked in the gasoline industry, while his mom worked as a midwife. But despite their busy schedules, they always pushed and supported Jon in the sports he played. Oh yeah, not just golf. In fact, growing up, Rahm played soccer, canoeing, kung fu, and golf all at the same time. And he was so good at all the sports. He didn't start playing golf until he was 7 years old, when his mom took him to the Marty Artu driving range to hit some balls. After that, he developed an interest in the game, but never quite took it seriously until he was 11 years old, when his mom got George Lasada and Eduardo Sells as his first golf trainers. By the time Jon was 15 years old, he was one of the best amateur golfers in the country. He even got to represent Spain as an amateur, winning the 2011 European Boys Team Championship and the 2014 Eisenhower Trophy individually. A little while later, he was awarded a golf scholarship at Arizona State University, and his parents saw it as a no-brainer to go to college, rather than consider going pro. Rahm's dad was particularly about his son going to college, so he could work on his English language, because virtually all of the top golfers in the world at the time were English-speaking. Rahm did learn English in college, but he mixed it up a bit. How? Well, he's a big music fan, always has been, and his music taste is definitely not what you expect. He loves rap music, and not just any rap, but mainstream hip-hop rappers like Kendrick Lamar and Eminem. According to Rahm, songs like Eminem's Love the Way You Lie and Kendrick Lamar's Swimming Pools have helped him to improve his English. He once even said, "Memorizing rap songs in English helped me out a lot to pronounce and actually understand what was going on and keeping up with people in conversation. You can look those songs up, they're good." He said this in an interview after his first PGA Tour win, and he wasn't kidding because, on a podcast in 2020, he showed off his rap skills blazing through Lamar's King Kunta. Crazy! Back in his college days, learned to speak English, but also graduated from Arizona State with a Bachelor of Arts degrees in communications. He also had one of the best college golf careers ever seen, graduating with a record 11 college golf tournament wins, only second behind Phil Mickelson's 16 collegiate wins. As soon as he was done with college, he competed and won numerous amateur tournaments. By 2015, he attained the #1 spot on the World Amateur Golf Ranking and retained the spot for a record 60 weeks. After that, he turned pro in 2016, just after the US Open, and played his first pro event at Quicken Loans National. 7 years, 20 professional wins on the PGA Tour and European Tour. Later, Rahm has won 2 majors, the 2021 US Open and the more recent 2023 Masters Tournament. He has also held the #1 spot on the official World Golf Rankings for 50 weeks and counting. He's already one of the greatest ever European golfers, and if he continues at this rate, going down as one of golf's GOATs. Remember, he's just 7 years in, so there's a lot to watch out for from Jon Rahm. Make sure you check our other videos to stay updated on all the exciting info about Rahm and all other news in the world of golf.